We are back once again with the first tournament of the new format. My name is Matthew.
And I'm Justin.
And we will be commentating the first game of this top cut of the very first Premier Challenge of the new VGC16 season.
Yeah, this is a format where Ubers are allowed up to 2 legendaries per team. So it's quite a fresh start, I would say.
Quite a fresh start, but at the same time, we have players complaining it's gotten stale already. Seeing the same things over and over again, but I believe there's still room for variety. I've seen quite a different selection of legends today at least.
Yeah, the meta still has room to grow, I would say. Although, from what I see today, it's very not smelter friendly. You have Whimsicott, you have Crobat, even for Tornadus, a lot of Taunt. So, I'm not sure if Xerneas is pretty low on the usage also.
I think that will change. Xerneas is just too good to be that low on usage.
Yeah,
but it's still third overall, which is still nothing to scoff at. But at less than half the teams here, I think that will have to change over time.
Yeah, and a lot of very hyper offense that I see going on. And
it's actually both extremes, I think. We have, on one hand, players playing hyper offense. On the other hand, you have players playing a slower game with Cresselia and Trick Room.
Well, we might see a slower game here as we go into one of the top card matches between Mitch and Eugene.
Mitch is actually a visiting player from Australia, coming down to check out the local metagame. Probably his first VGC16 tournament.
Yeah, and Eugene has been... Eugene is a veteran in this community for quite a long time, although he has not had a lot of success in the previous season. We'll see if he can change that with the first top card match this season.
And Eugene, of course, will be carrying the pride of Singapore here, hoping to stave off the invader from Australia.
Yeah.
Mitch team, I actually fought him in round 1 of Swiss today, and I lost. He's running the Kyogre, Ferrothorn, Clefairy, Landorus, Thundurus, Rayquaza. So a bit of a throwback to the previous year with the double GDs.
And on Eugene's side, we see the Kyogre, Ferrothorn, the Clefairy, Landorus.
Wrong side. Eugene.
Oh. Also, Eugene is the one with the golf.
Yes,
then it makes a lot more sense because he likes to control the game a lot. Yeah, sorry, boss. Rayquaza, Kyogre, Crobat, Golf, Ferrothorn, and Landorus. Okay, as we go into the first match, this is a best of 3. We see Mitch lead with a Thundurus, Kyogre. Quite obvious, I think, the Thunder from Thundurus.
Well, Eugene counters with the Crobat Landorus lead, so the weather going to come on to... Actually, the weather was always going to be rain, with the exception of the Rayquaza, of course. So Mitch gets his weather up with his Kyogre Primal Reversing?
Reversion.
The verb, I don't know what the verb is.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's very favorable for...
Reverting. Thanks, Isaac.
I wouldn't say it's very favorable for Eugene. The Landorus obviously being very threatened by the Kyogre. Maybe Eugene would want to switch into Rayquaza to lock down.
The obvious play here for Eugene would be go for the Tailwind, but again, Mitch would probably counter with the Taunt from Thundurus, but does Crobat carry the Mental Herb? Is the question you have to ask here.
I do expect it. I'm actually more concerned about the Landorus' safety.
Actually, depending on whether the Landorus is Scarf, the Crobat is capable of actually going for Super Fang and double target into the Kyogre. Depends on how fast the Landorus is.
Would it be enough? An Earthquake?
Well, no switches actually. Thundurus going for the Thunder Wave onto the Crobat, deciding that it's better than the Taunt, hoping to deny the Tailwind via Paralysis instead. But Crobat actually goes for the U-turn. Oh no, the Landorus does reveal the Scarf, goes for the U-turn, and will, well, as you said, it was threatened by what was on the field and now it's off the field.
Yeah, I do expect a Rayquaza to make an appearance here to airlock away the Kyogre's weather.
Why would Rayquaza want to come in when the Ice Beam is the most obvious attack on that slot?
True. Which is why Eugene led with his own Primal Kyogre. Very good read there, Matthew.
Well, we're going to see what... Oh, Crobat does get fully paralyzed, so the Thunder Wave pays off, effectively serving as a taunt this turn.
Yeah, and Kyogre might be able to KO the Crobat here.
Unlikely.
Oh, really?
Crobat's carrying a decent amount of bulk, and even with the critical hit...
No, the crit was on
the
Kyogre.
Alright.
Yeah. But now, Crobat...
So no Citrus Berry from the Crobat, so I think it's safe to assume that it probably is the Mental Herb.
Yeah, but at this point, Crobat's chances of setting up Tailwind are absolutely, I think, sunk here.
But at the same time, Eugene is pretty much forced to sack his Crobat because in this format, nothing wants to switch in.
I still say if he can switch in a Rayquaza, it airlock away the weather. Although it doesn't make sense because he has his own Kyogre in the field. And I wouldn't say Eugene has very good position now.
Yeah,
The
Mitch
Thunderous-
is able to probably go for a Thunderbolt from the Thunderous, or even a Thunder from his own Kyogre onto Eugene's Kyogre.
Oh,
Crobat, I believe, going for the Quick Guard on that turn.
Well, does not really matter. We see
Yeah.
a Thunderbolt from the Thunderous. I did expect a Thunder.
And Mitch reveals that his Kyogre is either faster or wins the speed tie and will bring Eugene's Kyogre down along with the Crobat. And Eugene taking a very early 2-4 deficit.
I do believe Eugene's Kyogre is bulk. Yes, about.
207 HP. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, but at least there is some bulk invested, alright? And we see a Landorus and
Scarf Landorus have returned.
yeah, Rayquaza coming out. I do assume it to be the Mega on his team.
Yes,
there's a lack of Thunder.
Rayquaza essentially forced to protect from the Thunder Wave coming from Thunderous. Or it will just be totally nerfed for the rest of this game. He needs to protect the Rayquaza from paralysis.
Yeah, and
And
Mitch
he has no
can-
real way to do it because unless the Landorus carries Stone Edge, he's not getting rid of Thunderous this turn.
Yeah, and the Landorus has to worry about taking that Origin Pulse from Kyogre or even Water Spout. Maybe we've not really seen the diversity of moves yet. Yeah, but Landorus maybe will want to go for Rock Slide, I think, to try to flinch his way out. But Mitch switches
he's
up.
not going to be able to flinch Thunder Wave because of the priority.
And Mitch brings in his own Rayquaza. And
Eugene does go for the Mega Rayquaza this turn. No drawback to not doing so. Actually, perhaps there is. He wants to control the rain later on, but he does go for the Mega this turn. And he's probably going to need to protect from the Thunder Wave.
yeah, and I'm not sure.
Oh, he does not. He goes. The Thunder Wave does go on the Rayquaza, and it's hard to see how Eugene's going to recover from this.
Yeah.
He's going to need a lot of wrong slide flinches.
Oh, but we
he
see a
reveals the
Lumberry.
Lumberry. So, my mistake. The Rayquaza going to have another chance, but Rock Slide is. Well, it was going to be neutered by Delta Stream anyway. Oh no, actually, Airlock's neutering the Delta Stream right now. So, yeah, I'm getting very confused by the different weathers that play, but
And we do see a Dragon Ascent
coming out from Eugene's Rayquaza. If he goes on to the opposing Rayquaza, I think this is curtains for the. And it is. Without the Mega, the bulk he gets from being a Mega, it gets taken up in one hit. With the critical hit, but, well, probably not going to matter there.
Just do remember Mitch is still has 3 mons battling against Eugene's 2, and his Landorus is locked into Rock Slide now.
Which is what he wants it to be, actually.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll be able to KO because his own Rayquaza is doing the Delta Stream, and I'm not sure he'll be able to take out the Thunderous at this range since Rock Slide will. Since the Delta Stream,
it's going to neuter
the damage.
Actually, no, it's just changed the rain, yeah.
Oh, okay,
So, maybe Mitch could have brought something else in this turn, rather than the rain.
yeah, but I do believe Mitch still has.
But yeah, looking at the
advantage.
Thunderous health, was the Rock Slide on the previous turn a critical hit? Or was it a
no,
straight
it was
damage?
not. It was just straight damage.
After the Citrus, Rock Slide is going to KO from here.
Huh, okay, interesting, but.
So the protect from Rayquaza is really obvious here.
The Lumberry being burnt off early. I think that's valuable information on Mitch's part. He might just want to go for the KO on Rayquaza next time.
The somewhat crazy play would go for the extreme speed on Kyogre, and then Rock Slide will KO Thunderous and hope for a flinch on the Kyogre, and hope that Landorus can carry the rest of the game.
At this point, I do believe, we don't see. He might be. No, he wouldn't, because extreme speed will go
Yeah,
first.
so it's probably going for the Dragon Ascent onto the Kyogre this turn. And Rock Slide goes off, hits the Thunderous without the Delta Stream, it's probably going to be a KO.
Yeah, and we'll see if the Kyogre.
Thunderous
just barely
Thunderous hangs on,
Just barely hangs on.
but in range of the Extreme Speed next turn. So we're going to need to see if Dragon Ascent does take out the Kyogre this turn.
Yeah,
without an item boost, well, Kyogre at health, yeah. Kyogre goes down, but so we're going to have to see what Mitch's last one is.
Yeah,
Probably.
Ferrothorn? If it's Ferrothorn, it could be quite bad news for Eugene.
Actually, no. If it's been paralyzed, he's actually going to do less damage with Gyro Ball.
Huh, very interesting, but I mean...
And it is the Ferrothorn.
Ooh, okay.
And we're not sure whether Eugene carries Overheat.
I do believe Dragon Ascent would still be able to do a 2
I don't think he wants to be reducing his defenses any further.
Alright,
And
at this point
at the
he's
same
-2.
time, is it -2? Yeah, he's at -2.
So a Thunderbolt here... Actually,
But Thunderous is not getting attacked through the Rock Slide. Mitch will need Rock Slide to be avoided by the Thunderous.
Actually, Eugene has done a very good job, I would say, turning this around because he suffered an early
Mitch
2
actually,
loss.
I believe, Mitch didn't realize that by sending the Kyogre in that turn, he was killing off his own Thunderous by removing Delta Stream.
well, technically the Thunderous isn't dead, but
The Rock Slide does go off. He's going to finish off the Thunderous and fish for finish on the Ferrothorn.
And
And
we
we
will
need to
see-
see whether Eugene carries the overheat.
well, Eugene might not even act considering the paralysis. But Ferrothorn might not act either because of the Rock Slide flinch.
And he does have the Flamethrower.
Oh.
And I believe we will be going. Eugene will take game 1 and we will be moving to game 2.
That was a very... That was a comeback victory on Eugene's part. I mean,
I
he
believe a
was down
blunder,
two.
a big blunder on Mitch's part to send in Calgary to change the weather.
I'm not sure, but the fact that maybe he lost Rayquaza too early, he just sent it
Yeah,
in.
switching in the Rayquaza was a dubious move. Didn't manage to Mega, didn't get his added bulk.
Yeah, and you have to give Eugene credit. The Lumberry paid dividends there.
But at the same time, now Mitch knows.
But what can he do about it? I mean, try to
He
KO the-
still needs to get it paralyzed at some point. Or he's gonna need to win Rayquaza Speed Ice, which he's been losing all day. I've been told from his mouth. So
Well, another way he could play is he could but
that
Eugene
was actually a
wouldn't-
big. I mean, at the same time, it was a very commanding position for Mitch. He was up 4-2, but I believe he mismanaged his weather to a certain extent. There were switches that he didn't need to make, that he made, and he just said, well, he turned his good position into a bad position because Eugene just kept attacking.
if he had brought his own Landorus maybe instead of the Ferrothorn, maybe a Rock Slide will be able to get a KO on the
I believe
Rayquaza. It was at
Mitch
-2,
is
and
not
there
running the
was-
Scarf Lando.
And I don't think it really matters. The Rayquaza is paralyzed. He could go for Rock Slide finches. He was at -2 defenses. He could have, I think, closed out the game if he had chose to bring his own Landorus instead of Ferrothorn. But Eugene's own Kyogre, I think, kind of swayed his decision towards bringing the Ferrothorn.
Well, you think he wants to bring the Clefairy in the next game? To at least redirect, because I believe that Clefairy can take a Dragon Sand very comfortably. He ate my choice Bender Dragon Sand and just shook it up like it was nothing. Terrified the crap out of me.
And it does have the benefit of being able to...
And the friend guard, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe I think he's just worried about getting taunted by the Crobat.
We've not seen we've not seen the We've not seen the Citrus Berry on Crobat, so
It's
possibly
slightly the mental hurt. But as in,
hurt.
the issue here is that he's worried about Clefairy getting taunted very early on. That's what's holding him back from bringing the Clefairy.
Well, if he can get rid of Eugene's Crobat as early as he did
Yeah, I
in the
believe
first
Clefairy
match,
can control the momentum a lot better.
well, we shall see. And he decides to lead with the same two, deciding that it's probably a good matchup. Kyogre and Thunderous once again. We'll see if... Okay.
Eugene does switch it up. It's the Crobat and the Kyogre this
Yeah,
time.
instead of the Landorus. So we do see a Kyogre face off. It's going to be a bit while they
And
revert.
well, we see Eugene's Kyogre revert first. So again, actually I believe, oh no, actually it's the other way around. So yeah, just like the previous time when we saw the Origin Powers come out from Mitch's side first, I believe it's safe to say that Mitch does have the faster Kyogre.
Yeah, but at this point, Thunderous Taunt on Crobat is not going to do much. I think the Tailwind is pretty much guaranteed, and Eugene can possibly get some momentum from this.
Yeah, protect Tailwind here. If he does have a mental herb, it's a very safe play from Eugene's side.
I do believe Mitch has a very...
But at the same time, Tailwind will do him a little good if the Thunderous manages to spread Thunder Wave across the team.
well...
And if you predict the Thunder Wave,
point.
then you would want to get some free
Yeah,
damage.
but
in
at the same time, I
while you can.
believe Mitch can just go for damage.
On the Kyogre.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Protect Tailwind is really a very strong option for Eugene. And I don't think Mitch really wants to go into a double into the Protect. And he does go for a switch, maybe going for the... No, he can't be going for the Rayquaza. He is going for the Rayquaza.
Okay.
What is with people switching in Rayquaza today? Well, you seem to endorse it as an option, and people are really doing it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Eugene is going for the Protect Tailwind option. We'll see. Oh, Thunderous
Well,
goes for the
Thunderbolt
double.
into the Crobat. He's not going to be able to take it out, barring a critical hit. So Crobat will get the Tailwind off, and Eugene sitting fairly pretty here.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that the speed will do him good. The Rayquaza is going to Mega Evolve, and I'm not sure if
Rayquaza
Kyogre will be able to deal with the Mega Rayquaza.
I believe Kyogre, well,
A Water Spout is not very effective. Ice Beam is going to be neutered by the
it's still
Dragon
damage, and he always has the option of the Super Fang IP.
I do, yeah.
So right now Eugene needs to worry about the Thunder Wave the very obvious Thunder Wave going onto his Kyogre this turn.
We don't see any switches, and we don't expect to see any protects.
Mitch does get his Mega Rayquaza this game, so the weather is going to shift to Delta Stream. Not that Kyogre really matters, it's not going to be best Pulse this turn.
Right then.
But at the same time, well, yeah, Crobat's going down to the Thunder regardless, so Rayquaza goes for the Protect, and Crobat goes for the Quick Guard.
Oh.
Expecting the Thunder Wave onto his Kyogre. Is he going to pay off? No, it doesn't. Mitch actually does go for the attack, and Eugene gets non-rain boosted water spot onto the Thunderous, which does a lot,
yeah.
Rocking a Citrus Berry, but Thunderous is probably going for Thunderbolt this turn, which will...
Yeah, I don't expect you to KO the Crobat.
I believe he's going for the Kyogre.
What?
Which is a wise move since he's just seen Water Spout. So now Water Spout is...
Oh, he
actually
gets the paralysis
with
as
the
well.
Thunderbolt.
Doesn't need the Thunder Wave.
Oh,
That's
a harsh roll of the dice there for Eugene.
What do you mean by he? I expected him to go for the Crobat so he can get rid of
I think
the Quick Guarder.
he's using Crobat as a threat here. He just wants to get as much damage on Kyogre as possible.
But at this point, then the Crobat can just Super Fang the Rayquaza. But yeah, the Kyogre now being paralyzed.
The thing about Crobat is that on his own, Crobat doesn't do anything. Doesn't accomplish much. Whereas Kyogre it's a massive threat on the field.
Okay, so we do. Will Eugene decide to protect Kyogre this turn to try and possibly delay? But if he does so, he's just be delaying his own.
He needs to go. At most, he needs to sack the Kyogre here. Goes for the Super Fang on the Rayquaza. And the Rayquaza will go for the Dragon Sand, which is probably going to finish off the Kyogre this turn.
Yeah, and I do expect the Thunderous to kill the Crobat as well with the Thunderbolt.
So a similar position to what it was previously, with Mitch going 4-2 up. And Eugene with one more turn of Tailwind. And Rayquaza down to -1 on both defenses, so... And with the Life Orb Recoil.
Okay, that's good information.
Thunderous goes for foul play. Questionable. And it does not kill the Crobat, predicting perhaps a switch to the Landorus.
I don't see how it was a good move.
Yeah, because as in maybe because Eugene was switching Landorus to intimidate the Rayquaza so that the Kyogre could
survive and be immune to the Thunderbolt on the Crobat slot. But now we do see the Landorus
does come out, and Mitch probably regretting the use of that foul play now.
Yeah, but at this point, Crobat will go for another Super Fang, bring the Rayquaza down to even lower, and maybe a Rock Slide will be able to finish it off.
I think Crobat wants the Quick Guard here.
Why?
Oh, actually, yeah, what is it Quick Guarding against?
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty dead. It wants to take the Thunder Wave.
Yeah, a Super Fang into the Rayquaza probably.
Yeah, but will Mitch read this and protect his Rayquaza? Oh, actually, he draws his
switches, so going into the Kyogre perhaps, or into his own Landorus, hoping to further nerf Landorus Rock Slide damage.
Okay, we'll see if Eugene does go for that play.
But if Eugene goes for the Super Fang into Landorus, well, that would be a good play.
Oh well, Rayquaza protects, so that's a non-issue. Oh, actually that's pretty smart.
Yeah,
He's burning away.
Rock Slide is going to be not very effective on the Landorus with the Delta Stream and doing absolute
-1.
-1
and was a critical hit.
He does go for the Super Fang on the
Yeah,
Rayquaza.
Eugene went for that play, but actually it was pretty smart. Now Mitch has actually burned out Eugene's Tailwind now.
But Crobat is still the fastest thing on the field, and his Landorus is
so yeah, he did burn out the Tailwind, but it still does not really change the situation.
Yeah. However, Rayquaza is able to go for Extreme Speed if he predicts the Crobat does not Quick Guard here.
Wait, but Quick Guard
goes before Extreme Speed here.
Really?
Quick Guard's +3. Extreme Speed is +2.
I did not know
That's exactly what I was thinking about why he would want a Quick Guard the previous turn.
Yeah, I did not know that. That was actually a very good point. Well,
he does go for Extreme Speed. So no Quick Guard from Crobat. Mitch, but actually going for the Landorus, doing decent damage. Life Orb going to chip in more, and Rock Slide, is it going to be able to kill the Rayquaza through the Delta Stream and the Intimidate? And the spread damage.
I don't think it'll be enough.
And the Rayquaza hangs on.
But what did the Crobat do?
Super Fangs into the Landorus. Logical play to bring down Landorus since Landorus is not doing any damage. But Mitch gets his own Rock Slide off, which will KO the Crobat finally.
He has too low health to survive.
And Eugene will bring his Rayquaza in to close the game.
Actually, a mismatch of speed on Eugene's part, because since his Landorus is Scarf, he will Rock Slide first before his Crobat Super Fang.
Yes.
So the play on the Rayquaza on the previous turn, I don't think
he should have gone for the Quick Guard.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked out. Well, we do see another Rayquaza actually cancelling out Delta Stream now, but I don't expect it to do so for much longer.
Actually, well, he could stay in his regular form a bit longer. If he thinks Dragon Sand can kill the Landorus from here, then
I wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want the risk of the Rock Slide not killing the Rayquaza because of Delta Stream.
I'm pretty sure at this range, the only way it cannot kill the Rayquaza is if it misses. I'm just a bit worried about his. If he decides to, if Mitch maybe goes for Dragon Ascent instead.
No, but Rock Slide is going to go first, so he's going to need to dodge the Rock Slide for anything to happen. So the Extreme Speed is actually a logical play here, but it's not going to kill Landorus barring a critical hit. And he will kill himself with life out recoil, which would mean all the falling damage will go onto the Landerers.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter much if Eugene Mega evolves, then Delta Stream will still be in play, and -1 Rock Slide and Delta Stream not really going to do much to the Landerers. We do have to remember that at the back...
Eugene will probably want to go for a Flamethrower here on the Landerer to finish it off, as opposed to going all in with the Dragon Ascent.
Yeah, but what if Kyogre switches in?
Or if the Landerers is not mastered, yeah. Good points. A very dangerous option to use, so... Well... Extreme Speed... Actually, Extreme Speed from Eugene's end should be enough to take out the Landerers, right?
I actually think so. It's not intimidated. Lump very low, no boosting either. I do believe it is enough.
Yeah, we've seen Extreme Speed damage on Eugene's own Landerers, so... Yep, Mitch going for the Extreme Speed and will KO himself with the recoil. But is he going to get a critical hit to finish up the Landerers? He does not. Rayquaza takes itself out with life of recoil, and Eugene will be fishing for a flinch with his own Landerers.
Well, if he decides to go for his own Extreme Speed... Yeah.
Oh, Extreme Speed goes into the Landerers, even if it's not enough to kill, Rock Slide should finish it off.
Well,
but Landerers does go down,
and we see Eugene turn the tables once again.
But at the same time, this position is not as strong as it could be, because Kyogre against Rayquaza and Landerers is going to want to... Landerers is going to need to fish for Rock Slide flinches here, because Rayquaza can't want to kill Kyogre, and Kyogre will... I'm not sure how much Ice Beam will do, well, but he hasn't Dragon Ascended yet, so he's at 0 defenses, right?
Yeah. So he has not used any, but well, the weather is not Delta Stream anymore, so the chance for a neutered damage is off. But well, Mitch can possibly go for the Thunder Wave on the Rayquaza.
But it's a Lumberry.
Oh yeah. Well,
and Rock Slide will finish off the Thunderous this turn.
It's a bit tricky on Mitch's part then.
I don't think Mitch right now is a juggler. We have a difficult balancing act because if Rock Slide becomes single target attack, combined with Dragon Ascent, that might be enough to take out the Kyogre. At the same time, Thunderous is probably not carrying Protect, so can't really stop the incoming Rock Slide.
Yeah, and you do have to worry about the flinch as well from the Rock Slide.
Yep.
Scarf Landerous actually proving to be quite useful for Eugene actually.
When all else fails at the beginning of a new format, make Scarf Landerous.
Rock Slide, every day, all day.
Eugene pretty much has a very subtle move here, the Dragon Ascent, Rock Slide play. Mitch thinking through his moves a lot more carefully.
Yeah, if Mitch loses this...
Kyogre does go for the Protect, so Mitch may be gambling that Thunderous can take the Rock Slide, or hoping that... Oh, he goes for the Swagger play into the Landerous. So he's going to need Landerous hit itself here, or Landerous is going to steal the game for Eugene. Landerous is going to attack, and he goes for the Rock Slide. Is he going to avoid the Thunderous? He goes against the Thunderous, and that should be the game. Eugene able to close the game out with plus... Is it 0 now, right? Or plus 1?
What do you
plus,
mean by
is it the Landerous now? Is at plus 1 attack, I believe?
Yeah, he was intimidated earlier, so it's at plus 1 now.
So now plus 1 Rock Slide and Rayquaza's Dragon Ascent. Well, Rock Slide is going to need to miss here.
I'm not really sure. It's still swaggered, so it could still hit
himself. That's true.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
Well,
maybe not.
That didn't matter. Plus 1 Rock Slide, single target attack goes onto Kyogre, and it's going to be more than enough for Eugene to finish the job with Dragon Ascent.
Goes for the Dragon Ascent to seal the game.
Yep. What my favorite animation of the day.
I like it better when it's coming from Smeagol. But, well, Eugene has done it twice actually. He's
turning back a 2-4 deficit on 2 occasions. Just closing the game out with these two. The Scarf Landerous and the Rayquaza.
The first match you could argue that maybe
Mitch played the weather, yes.
No, he brought Ferrothorn, which was not very useful for him. But the second game, the Thunderous didn't really do much now that you think about it.
Thunderous was, he couldn't really Thunder Wave against the quick up from Corvette. He couldn't Thunder Wave the Rayquaza because of his Lumberry. There was nothing to taunt on Eugene's side of the field. And he had the Thunderbolt damage, which kind of earned him early leeway in the beginning of game 2. I
felt maybe if he had gone for the KO on the Crobat before, after he had set up Tailwind, but no, that would have given Eugene a lead. So it's... Either way, it's very good series of matches played by our two players over here. Mitch, once again, shout out Australia.
Going to be alright. So, since I believe this is the last game to finish up this round, so we'll be moving straight to our top 4 game, which I believe will be between Isaac and someone else. Oh well, we shall see. Alright, we'll be taking a break until our top 4 game.
See you then.